पंछी होते, धन्यवाद दीजिए।
जय श्री माता जी। हम सब श्री माता जी के चरणों में प्रणाम करके अपनी कुंडली चढ़ा के सामूहिक बंधन लेंगे। We humbly bow down to Shri Mataji's lotus feet, raise our kundalini and put ourselves bandhan. अपने चित्त को संसार में रखते हुए ध्यान में रहेंगे और श्री माता जी की अमृत वाणी को आत्मसात करेंगे. नाउ वी विल लिसन श्री माता जी इस अमृत वाणी.
I'm happy that you all were meditating here and were trying to develop your depth. You all have depth, a very deep personality within yourself. But we have to touch that. That's very important. Because you see, we sing, have music, that's a very good thing. We enjoy each other's company also is very good. And that's a nice thing, but we have to enjoy our own company also by meditating, going within yourself. Now, what is the use? One may ask, Mother, now we have got realization, we have a nice life, we are enjoying ourselves, we are doing so well. The deeper you go, the deeper you touch the essences of all the things, like all the elements. When you had finished your meditation, you saw how the rain fell down, how the rain came suddenly. So rain has felt your depth, or you have felt the depth of rain. Now you know that if you light one little candle and put your finger towards it, with my photograph there, it acts, it reacts, and it gives you a flame which burns, sometimes gives you smoke, sometimes it gallops. So you have noticed that there's a reaction even in the fire. So all elements have got an effect. If a saint wants to have an effect, but first of all you must reach your own essences. Once you reach your own essences, then you reach the essences of all the elements, and then you can handle all the elements as you like, or you can order them as you like. First they will act, expressing that they have been touched. Like today the rain came pouring down. Then later on you can command, and you can ask the rain to come, to work out many things. Of that kind, we have to be deep people. We have to go much deeper within ourselves to touch our essences. That is, you know very well that all our chakras are made out of these essences. And when we go deep into ourselves, what we find that we can touch the elements very well. While doing so, actually we move horizontally. When we start moving horizontally, at the core of it we find that there are these essences placed, and these essences then start exciting the essences across. Like in the radio you have seen there's ether. Now when you speak on one side of the radio, it gets completely manifested in the essence of the ether, and then everybody can hear it. Now when you people just give a bandhan, sometimes you find that you have communicated with another person. But that's only the essence of the ether, or we can say the subtler of the subtlest. People have only gone onto the subtler side, we can say, by science, but you go to the subtlest side, and that subtlest side gives you all these effects. Now you have seen also that in some of the photographs suddenly you find light coming out of my head, or there's somebody shown us with the light, somebody's from the head, the light is coming. You have seen all this. This is done also by the same method, but here the deities like Vishnu Maya works out. She is very active, she works it out, she does all these things. And you know that also, that when they gave me once a beautiful crown in Switzerland, in the sky, they got the photograph of the same, very beautifully done. The crown was there, Fatima's crown, my face, my eyes and everything so clearly. All this is done by Vishnu Maya. So all the essences are working out for you, as well as all the deities are working out for you. They are very anxious that these things should be done, and you are the channels for them to work it out. Now, for example, as I told you the other day, if you don't keep yourself all right, a simple thing I told you to put in the nose some ghee. It's a very simple thing, but that helps me a lot, because that helps my Vishuddhi. But if you don't do it, I suck in any case. Whatever problems you have, I suck in. I suck in the problem of Sahajogis, also the problem of the city where I am, also the problem of the country where I am, maybe of the whole universe. But my horizontal movement is quite large and is very subtle, and I do it quietly. But you must also understand that you can do a lot by your horizontal movement. By horizontal movement, what happens? That you start meditating on a particular subject, which is a very bothersome subject and which is for the destructive of humanity. Anything, you just put your attention to it and meditate. If you are that deep, that means if your caliber has improved to that extent, you will immediately put an effect on that. Immediately you will see there will be a change. There will be something happening in that direction. This is your power, which you have to actually develop. So we have to meditate, and by meditation we develop that strength within us. So automatically we start solving the problem. Like our anti-negro up to that point, the way we are strong inside, they grow outside to help so many things which are to be helped. Now you see that people are realizing that the world is in a great mess, and there are lots of problems that have come through materialism, through wrong thinking, through emotional thinking, through stupidity, we can say. We have no time for all this. What we have to do is to develop ourselves deeper and deeper and deeper, so that on horizontal plane also we are effective. Sahaja Yoga, first of all, is for personal improvement, is for the inner improvement as far as the personal side is concerned. Means your intelligence must improve, your temperament must improve, your heart must clear out, your feelings must be all right, then you should, your health should be all right, then your relationship with others should be all right, your ego should go away, your superego should go away. All these things are there. But this only helps a personality, just a personality that is very limited, that is yourself. But now this personality can become an instrument if you can develop that depth within yourself. But normally what happens, people are very much still worried about themselves, say about their wives, about their children, about their husbands or their household or this and that. These are not important things, because we have to be those instruments which are what you call them like pilotless bombs. We have to develop that depth within us. That depth is possible, and you can really cure many problems of your country if you could just meditate on that. Now for today, I had actually sucked in most of the problems which I felt were there in Canberra, and later on in that conference, and later on here. All these problems came into my understanding, I would say, and I was trying to work on them. My working style is different because I have very sharp and very effective instruments, but I have to pay attention to it, and I a little bit suffer also, doesn't matter. Now for you also, it is important that you also develop those deeper feelings within you, deeper sense within you. But mostly people are very superficial type. They just think about their body, their impressions, how they carry themselves. At the most they think we have to be very legal minded, or we have to be at the most not drinking, not smoking, and all these things are achieved and we have achieved everything. But I think that is not so. And second point is that we think that if we love each other, if we love mother, that is the end of everything. It's not true also. Because your love for me is there, no doubt, and it should be intense, it should be deeper. But the deeper you go into that love, then you will be surprised how you receive a special quality of correcting the things that are wrong around you. Gradually that quality improves. For example, a Sahajogi goes to anybody's house, that house must become auspicious. But such a Sahajogi must have a good heart. If the heart is not good, in the heart there is still anger, passion, lust, greed, then such a heart won't affect. But a person who has purified himself, if he goes into any family, any household, any society, the whole change will take place. The circumstances will change. Things that do not work out will start working out immediately. Like they said, mother, as soon as you sent from this Sunday, everything started working out as far as the television is concerned and radio is concerned. And all. I didn't do anything in a way. But that should happen with you also. Wherever a saint goes, things are changing. But you have to be a saint. And a saintly person has a very deep understanding of another person. And this is what it is lacking. We don't have that deep understanding for each other. Then even if you have for some of your own friends, or maybe in the same ashram that you are staying in, all that, but it should deepen much more. It should go further and further. Now even if you think of me, it works out. It's the other way around also. But first of all, the meditative process should be increased. We all must meditate. That is very important. Meditate sincerely. Not just because we have to meditate, but because we have to be deep, we have to grow within, to express our great powers of divine love, to correct so many things, which you can do very easily. I know you all can do it. There's no need to have big degrees for that, big education for that. Nothing is needed. What is needed is a deep feeling of love for the whole universe. And that changes. All destructive forces change their course, and it is then for the constructive force. But on the whole, that works out much faster if you all do that meditation with sincerity, with intensity, with understanding. Alright? May God bless you. It is much more than our music, much more than my lectures or anything. that we have to do. And now the course has to change. I am sure you people will take to the new course. May God bless you for that. Have you got any questions? I see. These chakras are represented outside also in our body. We can say that on our feet, as you know, you know the Nabi. Nabi is the thumb. You be seated, I'll tell you. You'll know. Nabi is the thumb. Left and right Nabi. Then second finger from the thumb is the Vishuddhi. The third finger is the Swadhisthana. The fourth finger is the Agya. And the fifth finger is the heart. Now this is our basis. Then in the hands they change. As you know, in the hands you know very well. I need not tell about the hands. Now in your hand you can say this one here is the Lalita chakra. Also is the part of the Vishuddhi chakra. It works out the Vishuddhi chakra, Lalita chakra. And then this is the Nabhi and this is the Vishuddhi. Swadhisthana is in between, you can say. Now, heart is here. So, anytime you have this finger paining too much, then you must know there's some trouble with the heart. But heart is not in all these things. But sometimes it could be felt here. Heart chakra can be felt here with a reflection maybe on this side. So we can do like this, is to say Vishuddhi, heart, then Nabhi, then Swadhisthana, and then this is Vishuddhi, this is Swadhisthana, this is heart, and this is Nabhi, and this one is I never use that, so I just don't. Heart, and this is Vishuddhi. Alright? But you can feel it, sometimes even heart here. Because if Swadhisthana is very active, your heart goes off. So you can feel it here. It's a very important thing that we should have that discrimination. Because if I tell you something, maybe you are not at that level of discretion and you may get confused. So this is the Vishuddhi. Now, there is pain here, that means there is problem with your Vishuddhi. Now, sometimes you have a problem, say, on your Vishuddhi. Now you can pull this finger, just to pull the finger nicely, and you will be surprised the vibrations coming out of left Vishuddhi. Anyone, you have any problem, you can put them. And that is how all the chakras are placed in the body. In the same way, downward if you move, this is the Nabhi, this is the Swadhisthana, both are Swadhisthana, and this is the heart, and this is the Vishuddhi at the ankle point. This is Vishuddhi at the ankle point. So the main thing to remember are the Vishuddhis, because Vishuddhi, Nabhi and Swadhisthana. These three are important because they go off immediately as soon as, supposing there's a Nabhi patient sitting with you, you will immediately have a problem on your Nabhi. But these sometimes manifest, not all the time. So they can be confusing. But Swadhisthana especially, like when I got down in Canberra, I just couldn't walk. Both the Swadhisthhanas went like that, you see. I didn't know how to move. It was terrible because both the Swadhisthhanas were caught up for a while, but they were. So it is indicative of those things.
Mataji, could you please tell us more about Hamsa Chakra?
Hamsa Chakra. Hamsa Chakra is placed here where some of the nerves which are coming from Ida and Pingala cross over and is a part of Vishuddhi Chakra. Plus the connection with Vishuddhi and Agya, as you must have read in the Devi Mahatmya, that Shri Krishna is the father of Christ. So the connection between the two is maintained here. And this is very important, Hamsa Chakra is, that if your Hamsa Chakra is not alright, your discretion is very poor. This chakra get easily dried out. Like if you eat very dried food, you see, say, sometimes you also offer me some dry fruit, and I have to tell you that not to give too dry fruit. You must eat it with some sauce or some liquid thing, because if you eat very dry food, also this becomes very dry. And it's very important, because if this portion becomes dry, you can put some oil or ghee into it to make it alright. But from here starts the drying of the peritoneum, is the lining. If the peritoneum gets dried up, the whole body gets dried up. Could be anywhere in the lung. If it is dried up, it can cause you lung cancer. Even peritoneum can be in a cancer state. So one has to be very careful not to take something very dry, all the time dry food and dry things. Moreover, not to put anything to make this lubricant. Some sort of a lubricant should be there, so there is no problem on this chakra. Because first of all, it loses your discretion. You don't understand things. You don't know what to do. You mean it. You mean good, but you don't do. When you achieve something, it's something not so good. The reason is your discretion is poor. For that, this must not be made dry. I have told many a times to put some ghee every day. Get a little bottle of ghee. Keep it with you with a little dropper. You can put it in the hot water, can heat it up every day and take 2 drops in the nose in the night and in the morning time. It doesn't take much. It should be done. It's for your good. That's the only ritual I think we follow, do we? Have any other ritual? We don't even make a cross. Anything else?
Srimata, last 2 years ago when you were here at Abode, you were saying how we've gone beyond nirvichara and we're into servikalpa and we're reaching nirvikalpa. Could you please tell us a little bit about servikalpa, please?
First stage is nirvikalpa, where you become thoughtless in between. Then you become, again come to thought. Again you become thoughtless. That's a very good stage where you start. And you start growing up into that. Now, Savikalpa can be before or after this stage. Like Savikalpa is, Vikalpa means doubt. And Savikalpa means with doubt. So you are still growing with the doubts in your mind. There are people who still grow with doubts in their mind. For example, you see somebody feels hurt in Sahaja Yoga. Somebody is hurt. That I've been hurt in Sahaja Yoga, something, the subconscious is there. Then he still has that feeling within himself, I am hurt, but still I must do Sahaja Yoga, it is good. Mentally he accepts and goes on with it. So he can get into Nirvikalpa state with that. Or maybe he gets to Nirvikalpa state and then again goes to Savikalpa. That's a flashback. Could be, he can say, alright, I reached the Nirvichara, but from Nirvichara I can go to see my doubts also. After all, I have my doubts about things and this and that is possible. And some people have a hidden anger within themselves or kind of a hidden feelings or hidden things which he is not very aware of. So he has got the vikalpas with him. So with Savikalpa, Samadhi is that. So it can be after or before Nirvichara Samadhi. So I mean you fall onto it sometime. So you have to go beyond actually Savikalpa. Because Nirvichara Samadhi is not sufficient enough. All the vikalpas, all the doubts must go away. Then you reach the state of Nirvikalpa. Then there is no doubt. There is no problem. There are many among you who are like that, who are not yet aware that they are like that. That's why I am requesting you to develop this new dimension in your creative work.
Srimataji, how can we sustain a deep meditation in our day when we do our daily activities, our jobs and our things like that? When we reach a height in meditation, how can we sustain that during our whole day and not just say at the time of meditation?
How can we say?
How can we sustain that meditation throughout the day? Sustain the meditation that we've had in the morning.
Yeah. You see, you are in meditation in a way. You are half in meditation, halfway not. Now, if you try to develop a state of fitness, then you are in meditation. Just a state of fitness. Whatever you say, just watch it. Just watching is the best way. And then you will be surprised that you will find that you are in another world. These people are in another world. You are seeing them from another world. Then you will have compassion for them. You will have pity for them. You may also not like them. It's all these feelings will come up to you. But you will be a person who will separate it from them.
Sometimes you can feel that you, in yourself, in your centre, you are all right, but you move in circumstances that cause a disharmony in some other part of you.
That is the Savikalpa state. That is, you move, you see, though you are in that state of Nirvichara, still you move to Savikalpa state, where you again get Vikalpa, but you are after all a realized soul. You see, so they have made three clear-cut things, that you can have Savikalpa Samadhi, you can have Nirvichara Samadhi, and you can have pure Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now from even that state, you see, you can get to that. And that's what you have to cut out, is to, when you see such a situation where you get involved, then you said, this is not, then come out of it. It's a practice. A little practice can tell you. Like driving, by practice you master it in the same way. I know something is wrong, I know it is wrong, and I know that they are doing wrong, but I just keep quiet, and then they know what was wrong, what was right. It's better to make others learn by mistakes than to tell them. No one likes to be told. Then they learn themselves by mistakes. Yes, I've done this mistake, that mistakes. I've ruined my life. Now come along. But if you tell them, they can be very reluctant or could be vindictive also.
Could you tell us some more about the conscious mind?
About
the conscious mind?
Conscious mind?
Yes.
What do you want to know about conscious? You see, conscious mind is the mind where you are awake and see things. But there is also unconscious mind behind it. And there is a subconscious mind and there is supraconscious mind. And beyond the supraconscious, there is also collective supraconscious. And beyond the subconscious, there is collective subconscious. There is unconscious mind. The unconscious mind is, in a way we can say, is the Kundalini. Now, when she enters into your conscious mind, you become enlightened. The conscious mind is the mind that is aware of the surroundings, aware of everyone being there, aware of all the things. But an enlightened conscious mind, which is of a high level, is much more conscious of things than you are. For example, I am quite conscious of people who are catching on the heart. I am quite conscious of the people who are not yet there. I am quite conscious of the people who are perfectly there. I am quite conscious of the people who are nowhere near. But it's alright for me because I, with my conscious mind, can raise them up. So it's a different situation with me. But with other people could be that your conscious mind is all the time, depending on your level of advancement, maybe worried about small things like I have to go home now and it's getting late and will I get a bus or not, could be like that. Then there could be another conscious mind which is thinking about how far I can meditate, how far I can go with it, all kinds of things. But there could be a conscious mind which is enlightened, if it is enlightened. It's just getting all the essence of what I am saying and developing and nourishing itself. So when you are enlightened, the conscious mind is something like a tree into which the sap is now flowing. It may be that it is just like a leaf, or it may be it is like a flower, or maybe it is like a fruit. So it changes its forms once he gets realization. If a person gets realization, then the conscious mind goes on getting more and more light. Say for example, when the electricity comes, you can see this room, you can see another room, you can see another room, you can go around and see, and again you visit all the rooms, then you become aware of all the rooms, so you are conscious of all these. But in the beginning you are just conscious of a room where you are standing, isn't it? So the conscious mind's definition cannot be given after realization. A person like me, say for example, has a conscious mind, that might envelop the whole world. Or a conscious mind of a person who is realized soul is still not anywhere, just started, then is only conscious as to where is right, where is left, where is this. So before the realization, the conscious mind sees things around you. Out of that also there are categories. Some people see, say for artist can see something, and a scientist can see something, another poet will see something. So it depends on the conscious mind how it is, has got the trend. But still it won't see something that is subtle behind it. And that only is possible after you get your realization. Alright?
अब हम सब श्री माता जी के चरणों में आरती करेंगे।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने ये अवतार माँ, कितने ये अवतार, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख मिला उसको माँ, सुख मिला उसको, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, दौड़ के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
श्री माता जी, आज इस ध्यान के माध्यम से परम चैतन्य की जो आशीर्वाद और प्रेम हम सभी को मिला है, इनके लिए आपके श्री चरण कमल में कोटि कोटि प्रणाम और हृदय से धन्यवाद करते हैं श्री माता जी। जय श्री माता जी।